I don't know whether I'll be the next. But for me, I've already told my family, my members, if they kidnap me, nobody should contribute one kobo.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. Why is it that when we cried out, when this pastor came out, this pastor came out to cry out for his member being killed in Plateau State, we didn't pay attention. I'm sure this face is familiar for most of you who have been on social media. This face is familiar. He came out and cried out to the world, cried out to Nigeria, how his church was burnt down, members were killed. The church was burnt down, and the members were also killed. This is the burial of the mass. This is the mass burial of those members of his church that was killed. And we on the social medias, and many of us who are bloggers, were literally like as if we did not see the massacre that happened in Plateau State. It was a cry of help. This man literally cried. We overlooked him. We overlooked this man cry. He came out again to say that these people, these Islamic people who are killing these people, killing his members and killing Christians in Nigeria. I saw many other countries coming out to talk about it, but we paid deaf ear as though it's not happening to us. This is something that happened to one of us, and as Christians, I don't know, I was expecting some Christian bodies to do something about it, talk about it, the government of Nigeria to actually talk about this, but it was overlooked. And every other issues on the social media were being attended to, but the crisis of life lost was being neglected. I'm sure the man came out again to say
I don't know whether
that,
I'll be the next, but for me,
look at what he said.
I told my family, my members, if they kidnap me, nobody should contribute one kobo. My place will speak that will lead to Christian liberation. That day is coming. I'm just waiting for it. Even I will tell them, please give me food, because nobody will come. And if they find home, they will tell them our daddy covenant last week that we should never pay a kobo. Please kill him, because my blood will be useful while I'm in the grave. He will fight to finish it. And I know Jesus has approved that. I don't know whether I'll be the next, but for me,
he came out to say that even if, because these people are not stopping anytime soon, so he came out to warn his members that if eventually anything happens to him, that nobody should pay a dime. And then I was on social media, I was seeing people talk about this, but not majorly Nigerians. Only few of Nigerians talked about it, but you see bloggers outside Nigeria coming out to talk about why is it that nobody is talking about this issue. Why is it that the federal government of Nigeria has decided to keep quiet? Why is it that the Christian body in Nigeria has decided to keep quiet over this issue? Why? Let us listen to what this person has to say.
Have been brutally murdered in Nigeria, and nobody is talking about it. As a half Nigerian, I have to speak up for this shit. Can you imagine just going to church on a Sunday and being brutally murdered? Can you imagine, bro, just losing your life over your faith while you're not even bothering nobody? Well, that's what's happening. Over 19,000 churches have been destroyed, have been burned with people in it, alive, children, and nobody is talking about it. Why? Because the media, you can't trust it. Because if it doesn't fit their agenda, it might as well distract you. And people get angry why I'm sharing this. Well, it might as well need some fucking attention, okay? Everyone is sharing about Gaza, and don't get me wrong, it's all horrible, but do these black lives not fucking matter, bro? Over 100,000 Christians have been brutally murdered in Nigeria, and nobody is...
So, over 100, but seriously, we Nigerians are not even talking about it. So, we left this issue unsettled until Donald Trump, the president of USA, has to say something. And as he now spoke, that's when Nigerians and bloggers in Nigeria start coming out to speak, that is when we came out to talk. Is it what's supposed to be? Is it how we are supposed to address the situation? And let me read what, according to United States Defense Secretary Peter Hegseth, had said the Department of WHR is preparing for action in Nigeria following reports of attacks on Christians in the country. Hegseth stated this on Saturday in a post on X in response to President Donald Trump's earlier comments. You know, President Donald had already come out to say that he's gonna come. It's gonna be like swift. It's gonna come out in a swift manner, like come and go, to tackle the issue. Since Nigeria government has refused over the years to tackle this issue. You know, we have been facing this attack for so many years. And we do not even like see any headway. So they're saying, since we have failed on our parts, government in Nigeria has failed on their parts to tackle the issue of insecurity and constant Christian killing, that they will come and do it swiftly, like come and do it and go. And of course, trust Trump whenever he says something. He said, yes, sir, the killing of innocent Christians in Nigeria and anywhere must end immediately. The Department of War is preparing for action. Either the Nigerian government protects Christians or we will kill the Islamic terrorists who are committing this horrible genocide. Okay? So this is something that they had to come and say. That they have to come and Christianity is facing. Okay, look at what Donald Trump said. That Christianity is facing an extreme threat in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I'm hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. Nigeria has been declared a country for particular concern. But that is the least of it when Christian or any such group is slaughtered like this happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide. Something must be done. I'm asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and report back to me. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. We stand readily, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. You all know that Donald stands for Christianity. Anything that has to do with Christianity, Donald Trump does not play with that. He doesn't joke with that at all. But honestly speaking, this man, this Reverend Father that I earlier brought out, had cried out for help earlier and people did not talk until he started pointing his attention to Donald Trump. The USA should come and help us. I literally saw that video and I was like very, very emotional. USA government, because he can't call out to Nigerian government. No, Nigerian government can't do anything for him. So he has to start calling out for the well-meaning, the people in diaspora, the US government, everybody in the United States should come out and save Christians in Nigeria, since the government of Nigeria have decided to keep quiet over this issue. And a lot has been happening since Donald Trump released this very statement, honestly speaking. And then I think another person has to say, really more, he was mentioned on the Donald Trump's letter, or tweeted, he tweeted back by saying, President Trump has provided forewarning. If you do not correct the current state of inaction to stop the killing of our brothers and sisters in Christ in your country, the days of the US looking into other way are over. It will never happen on. I urge you to cooperate with us in preventing this atrocity that worsens every day. He said the president has been clear. I would not test his resolve. Many have tried and all have failed. We will not allow the gates of held to prevail against the Christian. I think the president of Nigeria has responded to Donald Trump, and he said the US, okay, although I guess Nigerian Tinubu has responded, and I want to read his response. He said the Ministry of Foreign Affairs added that the federal government of Nigeria will continue to defend all citizens irrespective of race, creed or religion. Like America, Nigeria has no option but to celebrate the diversity that is our greatest strength. Is on Saturday maintained that both leaders will share a great commitment to tackling this insurgency and terrorism, and thereby strengthening cooperation between the global peace and security. Well, that is not my business. All I'm saying is that it's high time that the federal government of Nigeria start defending its citizens against all this attack. And like many would come out to say boldly that these attacks are being sponsored. Like, this is an attack on our faith. There is this freedom of worship. We don't attack. You are free to worship whatever you believe in. Allow the Christians to also worship whatever they believe in. And trust me, when Trump says something, trust his statements. He's bent on his word. Whenever he says something, he will go into achieving that. So I know that all these people have been notified about it. This insurgency needs to stop. Okay, now what I'm even saying is that all the bloggers in Nigeria didn't even have anything to say. Many people didn't have anything to say until Trump now came and said that he's coming and he's going to do it swiftly. Then everybody started coming out and started showing concern. Anyway, well, I think it's a good gesture. It actually even shows that when you speak, when President Donald Trump sneezes, everybody catches cold. Whenever he says a thing, he goes his way into achieving it. It's a good giant stride. It's going to be a good one in trying to see that. And they mean it. Because I think the Moral said on his tweet that he's going to not go anything that Donald has said, that of course they will bent on getting that done. So for all of them who are sponsored, because I know he's sponsored, I may not come out to say that with my full chest, but for them to constantly do this and get away with it, that means there's something is actually backing their mind, backing them, giving that backup to do this. Wherever it is that they are, God is actually great. And let our prayer goes out to all these people, the pastors. People are not going to church in fear. It's not supposed to be so. Let us continue to pray for our brothers and sisters out there who are in these communities, are afraid, that God will continue to protect them. And I'm so happy with what Trump said, and I believe me, Trump will go all out in making sure that he does this if this situation is not tackled. So I'm so happy with that tweet, and it made everybody to sit up, including the government and even many Nigerians. When many Nigerians in diaspora and many other places are coming out to jubilate. Yes, I literally saw one on social media where